I'm really worried, cause it's mono red. Pretty sure we're gonna see a Bone Crusher, and Luminarch's gonna be dead. What's up, everybody? My name's Chance, and today we're diving into an all-new kind of deck, Mono White Midrange. That's right, we've done Mono White Control, we've done Mono White Aggro, obviously that one's kind of everywhere. Now it's time to see if we can create a deck that'll sort of lay in between there. So our main card, our main focus today is everyone's favorite, everyone's beloved Angel of Destiny. This 5-mana 2/6 flying double striker Angel Cleric is one big body with one big bad effect, and by bad I mean good, of course. So whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, you and that player each gain that much life. At the beginning of your end step, if you have at least 15 life more than your starting life total, each player Angel of Destiny attack this turn loses the game. I know it sounds kind of complicated, but essentially whenever you swing in and deal combat damage to your opponent, you're going to deal that damage. So, you know, Skyclave connects, then it's going to deal 2, and it's going to heal you 2. It's always going to heal them 2, so their life won't actually change any, right? If they're at 15 and you deal 2 and then you heal them 2, they're still going to be at 15. However, since you're not getting damage dealt to yourself, you are going to be gaining life off of this, right? Constantly gaining life, your opponent will stay the same. And of course, you have this big flying double striker in the air, which you can always build up to be bigger, badder, better, stronger, right? Now, all that being said and out of the way, we are going to be diving into the bottom end here. We have a mono white mid-range, which means we need to protect those bigger creatures such as Angel of Destiny in our mid game. We need to go bigger in the early game than the aggro decks, right? Because they will just try to hammer you down. So you'll either need to gain life post that effect or need to take out their creatures as quickly as possible, right? So diving into these lower ends, we have 2 copies of Owlsled and 2 copies of Selfless. This is going to help us protect our units, our angels, our speakers, all that kind of stuff. 4 copies of Speaker of the Heavens works well as a build-up creature. It's vigilance, lifelink, and it can create you more angels. Next up, we have 2 copies of Angelic Ascension. This 2-mana instant speed allows you to exile a target creature or planeswalker. Its controller creates a 4/4 white angel creature token. Now, for the most part, we will be, you know, exiling our Owlsled or our Speaker or whatever, because that value of 2 mana to get a 4/4 is generally worth it, and sometimes our Speaker just isn't going to get there realistically, right? Anyways, moving us along, we have 2 copies of Glass Casket for some good solid removal against the other aggro decks. Brushfires, Fervents, Annexes, all that stuff gets hit with the Glass Casket. 4 copies of Luminarch Aspirant, as this card works so beautifully with Angel of Destiny. Adding counters to this card makes it to where the double strike deals, well, essentially double the damage, right? Not to mention the fact that it comes down for only 2 mana, it's super useful. Next up, we have Daxos, Blessed by the Sun. Every time a creature enters the battlefield or dies, we're going to gain a life. Obviously, this helps us gain towards that Speaker of the Heavens goal, as well as up against those aggro matchups where we're losing creatures constantly. We're going to at least gain something back instead of just, you know, nothing. Angel of Vitality, this is where the deck begins becoming a mid-range deck, because oftentimes you don't see Angel of Vitality. However, it is theoretically a 3-mana 4/4 flyer, which is, again, not bad. We do have Angelic Ascension, which is a 2-mana 4/4 flyer in speed. However, this card can get much bigger, much faster, blah, 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 blah. So, you get this down. It's a 4/4. You don't have to sacrifice a unit. If you can get to the 25 life or more, fantastic, right? If you can use Luminarch Aspirant to build it, fantastic. Now you can turn it from a 4/4 into a 5/5, 6/6, 7/7, blah, 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 so on and so forth. The nice thing with it is flying, so it immediately has that evasion, and it gains you additional life. So it makes it to where the Speaker can more easily get to its destination. Makes it to where Angel of Destiny can more easily get to its destination. Heliod, obviously every time you gain life, you're going to add a counter to your creatures. It's cool when it comes online and becomes an indestructible 5/5, but when it doesn't, no biggie. You know, you just give lifelink to your Angel of Destiny and laugh it to the bank. Now, one thing I would like to note, if you have lifelink on a creature and you swing it with Angel of Destiny, you're essentially going to gain double that life, right? Because you're dealing the damage and you're gaining the life gain off of said creature. And then you're also proccing the Angel of Destiny, which is a whole separate ability, right? So, double life gain whenever you do gain life and you have the Angel down, which is, of course, always very nice. Next up, we have 4 copies of Maul, the Skyclaves. This helps send the Speakers and the Daxos and the Luminarchs into the sky, give them +2/+2, and First Strike, which is invaluable, essentially, right? 3 copies of Skyclave Apparition for some more removal, as well as an additional creature to help us attack. 1 copy of Legion Angel. This is, of course, to grab out our other Legion Angel. It's 4 mana, 4/3 flyer. It's solid body in the sky to defend with, solid body in the sky to attack with. And again, if you use Heliod, give it life gain. Now you're gaining 4 life, and it's evasive, which is always really nice. Next up, we have Bane Slayer, which is really good in the meta right now. As a singular creature, yes. But because of its first strike ability, it can deal with the Embercleave decks, right? Embercleave generally gives you first strike, and then you can't really defend against first strike because the opponent has like 8 damage coming in at first strike speed, and you're like, well, crap. However, Bane Slayer has enough damage that if a Torbrand picks up an Embercleave, if an Annex picks up an Embercleave, if a Bone Crusher Giant picks up an Embercleave, you can deal with it, you can fight, you can trade. Is it ideal? I mean, probably not, right? They still dropped an Embercleave on your ass, but you dealt with it. You didn't lose, which means come the next turn, you can recoup, you can Glass Casket, you can Angel of Destiny, you can find a way to come back into the game. Furthermore, it's really good against rogues. Flying First Strike Lifelink, granted the protection doesn't really come into effect here, we can leave that sort of in the garbage, right? But it's really good against the Soaring Thought Thieves, it's really good against those Death Touchers that normally just cause havoc, right? So Bane Slayer, I think it's a little slept on right now for 5 mana. Sure, it's not an Elder Gargaroth, it doesn't have Vigilance, but for everything else it has, it's really good. So, and then last but not least, of course, we have Amiria's Call to round out the deck. This gives us additional angels, makes our creatures indestructible for the big coup de grace swing in, right? And then the lands, we have 1 Castle Ardenvale and 20 plains. If you have more Castle Ardenvales, use them. I don't recommend using too many, as they do come down tapped if you don't have plains, right? Alrighty, that's going to do it for the deck tech breakdown. As far as the difficulty to play this deck goes, it's not very difficult for the most part. If you see a big creature, build that big creature, protect that big creature, attack with that big creature, and win the game. As far as power goes, it's a very powerful deck, as you have the Luminarch to build stuff, you have the Maul to give you evasion, and you have the Angel of Destiny to give you this overwhelming life gain, right? Which makes it really hard if your opponent's trying to kill you via health, right? As far as speed goes, it's a mid-range deck, so yeah, you know, it's about mid-range with the speed. And as far as control goes, I won't say it's super controlling, but we do have the Glass Casket, we do have the Skyclave, and we do have Angelic Ascension, which, again, may not seem like control, but it's sort of combat trickery, which I label as like a quarter control. Not a half control, but like a quarter control, right? So 2 copies, that's like half of 1 control card. Anyways, thanks everybody for watching. Hope you've been enjoying the videos. If so, please be sure to hit that subscribe button down below. We're nearing 10,000, which is insane to me. That's such a huge number. We have new emotes coming out, new chat badges, all that new stuff coming to the channel, but of course, all in due time and only when we hit that 10K. So thanks everybody for watching. Hit that subscribe button, like button, comment down below if you have anything you'd like to say, and without further ado, let's hop into some magic. Utaro Medea? Like the name at least. This is a little bit of a risky keep, but I think I am going to keep it. Opponent gets to go first, which means we'll get the extra card draw. I think they're also playing mono white or Orzhov, one of the two. How about I drop my speaker? The unfortunate thing here is actually they go first. So here comes their Luminarch, right, to build their speaker, and then their speaker can take out our speaker, or Glass Casket to just remove our speaker immediately, and then again their speaker gets to swing through. So no matter what, it's pretty good on their side of things, just for hitting heads on the coin flip. Am I right? Core Blade Master. Wow, never mind. You're playing something a little different, a little odd. I'm certainly not opposed to that. I think here we just go for the tapped Amiria's Call, hit that Selfless Savior down. Now their Blade Master can swing in, and it would cost us our Selfless to protect our speaker. I still think there's something to be said about blocking that Blade Master, right? Especially since they want to give it a Shadow Spear, am I right? So trample on that's really good for them. 4 points of damage. I think we just gotta let it happen. There's no point in blocking that. Nice thing though, since we played that Amiria's Call down tapped and I was preemptive with my thinking here, using my good old cranium, the noodle, if you will, and just take that Core Blade Master. Now they can re-equip that Shadow spear to the speaker if they want to. If they do that, we'll just take the selfless, use it on the Skyclave, block the speaker, take the speaker out. Alright. Another... That's some fun stuff. I tell you, ladies and gentlemen, that is some fun stuff right there. Fun luck. Please attack. Do it. Do it. Yeah. They don't do it because, of course, we can sacrifice. Selfless Skyclave remains a thing. Hey, hitting our removal just like that. You're not going to outluck me, Yataro. Not today, sucker. I'm just now realizing I also should not say that line there. So, Skyclave, mostly because it just doesn't sound good coming off of my mouth, right? Does it? There's some things I just can't say, like an Australian accent. You never want to hear me do an Australian accent. It's not going to sound very well. Now I'm going to have so many comments saying, Chance, I would love to hear you do an Australian accent. Yeah, you just got... You're just stocked up on Blade Masters, huh? I swung him with Skyclave because I was actually specifically thinking, what's the odds of them having another freaking Blade Master? But apparently pretty darn good. One more mana, we'll be able to get down the Angel of Destiny, which of course is a pretty nice thing for us. I'm not going to swing in with anything here. Just leave it all defensive. I don't know why they didn't swing in with the Blade Master there. They should have. They definitely should have. It's too late now, of course, in my opinion. Now, we do have to be careful. You don't want to give protection to a creature that's blocking against a Trampler. Because here's the thing. The Trampler won't deal any damage to your creature, which means all the damage will go straight through to your face. So don't do that. It'll be a bad day. You'll have a sad day. Banishing Light. Okay, I feel like they're setting themselves up for something good here, but I'll adhere to it. I'll play with you. Select it. Go ahead, do it. I'm gonna use my Owlslid. Don't worry, everybody. I'm going to use the Owlslid. 1 mana protect, 3 mana. Just seems good. Now again, if we go to block this, we will take it out. But they'll also deal... Well, it only put them to 26, actually. That's still fine. No, yeah. Yeah. Do it. Do it. Oh, no, the damage doesn't go through. Hey, look at that. I was wrong. I was completely wrong. Don't listen to me. Always block the trample damage. People in the comments, you're right. I know there's going to be a lot of comments about that as well. Chance, you're completely wrong. That person is completely wrong. You're a goose. But you'll be happy to know that I did the right play there. Oops. Nice. I wanted another land so I could play my Angel of Destiny. Not gonna lie, the fact that Angel of Destiny is not legendary, kind of really cool. Kind of really cool. So, Angel of Vitality, get him. I want to use Angelic Ascension on Speaker of the Heavens. Just to give us, just to produce that 4/4 body, you know what I mean? But at the same time, I don't, because it's Speaker of the Heavens, so it's really, really good. There's a Seasoned Hollowblade, not a big deal right now. Come on, 1 more mana. We're at 4. We're at 4. Equipped it, yeah, but you can't attack this turn. So do I want to turn something into a 4/4? If I turn Skyclave into a 4/4, they get a 2/2 back, but we'll have 6 points of damage in the sky. I think I turn Angel of Vitality into a 4/4. No? No, because she can already be a 4/4. You know what? Let's turn the speaker into a 4/4. It's a good card. It does have the life gain and the vigilance and the blah, 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 blah. But without any equipment, without guaranteed hit on the maul, right? It doesn't do anything for us, really, so... Skyclave. Skyclave allows us to take the Seasoned, or we could take the Shadow Spear, but I think taking the Seasoned is the best play here, so... Just gonna do that, and then swing all in, more than likely, right? Well, we'll swing in with the 2-2, the 2-2, and the 4-4, so... Actually, we should swing in with Selfless as well, right? No. They might value that as worth it. But they're also top decking at this point, so if they value that as worth it, they're kind of crazy. But it does give them a free avenue to swing in, and then to have defenses come next turn, right? So they just equip, and then they can also defend there. So they would deal 2. I'm dealing 6, puts them to 14. We can't really block against them, though. Well, I could, actually. I could block with that one. So we definitely swing it with you as well. And you. Actually, yeah. Yeah, all in. I forgot we have this Skyclave back, so we do still have a defender. Yeah, trade out. You're a mono white deck top decking. Trade out. Of course, no, they don't have the mana for Remiria's Call. What in the hell do they have? Right? That was totally worth it in my opinion. What? Because you can equip the Shadow Spear to your creature later and crack back at us and that kind of stuff. Whereas now, you don't even have a creature. You just got some removal. Found a way to get that Blade Master back. They most certainly did. Alright, I need to find another land so I can get an Angel of Destiny down. No? Game says no. Alright, whatever. Legion Angel, come on down. Bring out your squads. So we'll deal 6 here, puts them to 7. We do have 8, 10 damage in the sky, which isn't actually enough. But if they attack with Core Blade Master, we do have maybe enough on ground, depending on what they play here. Another Blade Master, not that impressive. Maul, decent, right? Because this allows them to gain 8 life, deal 8 damage. What is there to think about? Swing in with your big flying double striking trampler. I don't know. It's kind of a hard decision. I think we let this happen. Because you got 2 options here. Take the chum block, in which case they're still dealing a lot of damage, still healing a lot of health. Oh, baby, that's so beautiful. Or you take the risk, you do what I did, and leave some defenders back, right? So we can take them out with our Angel of Destiny, which means I think it's fine to block all on its own, which means I think the rest of these creatures are fine to attack all on their own. It's going to gain them a ton of life as well, but it's going to put me out of the danger zone, essentially, so that's all I really care about. There we go, up to 21. Fantastic. And of course they stay at the same numbers because we're dealing the damage and then they're healing it right back. So they don't actually get to heal, so to speak. They do and they don't. So if I block here, they deal 4 on the first hit. We go down to a 2-2. And they deal 4 on the next hit and we deal 2, right? We have another Angel of Destiny, so I'm willing to test it. I'm willing to try anything once. Y'all know that. If you've watched me at all, you should know that. So we did it. We took it out. Now, is their plan to just re-equip everything? Okay, I have another Core Blade Master. Now watch me just tap my buttons back. Yeah? Yeah. Watch me tap my buttons back. All right. Well, that's cool. That's cool. I like your style, kid. But I think we're still going to win here. They're still just top decking. We have an actual board state, which means, you know, they would have to top deck some pretty good stuff. We're just going to win with numbers, you see? So we're going to throw them all, the Skyclaves, on Angel of Destiny. If Angel of Destiny can survive, of course. They may have another Banishing Light or whatever. But I think we put it on there. Or no, do we put it on Legion Angel? Oh, thank goodness their Skyclave can't take our Angel of Destiny. My golly, that was scary. You would rather take the 2-2 than the 4-4. The 4-4 doesn't... Oh, it's a token. Ah, ha, ha. And you can't take the 4-3, can you? Oh, no, it's 4 mana. Yeah, you can take it. They could have. I don't know why they didn't, but they could have. So Maul onto the 4/4 means this 4/4 can swing in and get through, right? How much do you need? 15 life more? Is that 35? Of course, if I put this on you, you can deal 8. Actually, yeah, what am I talking about? You're going straight on here. Put it on that other angel. You crazy, Chance. Selfless. Good game. Get him. Rah rah. Shish goodbye. Or something like that. So if I swing in like this, one of them will be taken out. And then you deal 4, you deal 8. Right? Which is 12. Puts us to not enough. Not enough. I think we just swing with this guy. Or am I wrong? No? Well, I mean, we have the selfless, so even if I am wrong, whatever. Whatever. We're not quite high enough health yet, but I think on the next turn we will be. So they will need to top deck something incredible here in order to save their asses. They could. Y'all know my luck. They most certainly could top deck something incredible, but I think we got Utaro. Lol, Crim Legacy, what's up? Hope you're having a pleasant one. So I think our main concern here is just keeping our health. Right, because we're at 27. So if we can go up to 35 and attack with Angel of Destiny, we can just win like that. Like so. We're going to take 1 point of damage here. Do I use the Selfless or do I use the Selfless to protect the Angel? Thing is, if they have removal, it's definitely exile. It's not destruction, I don't think. It's not like a Shatter the Sky. They're not that kind of deck. So if they have removal for the Angel of Destiny, it is going to be exile. Which means I want to protect my other Angel here because Selfless won't protect the Angel of Destiny from the other exile, so to speak. Does that make sense? Alright, so that happens. Then this happens. And this just makes sure that we can deal enough, right? So that puts us to 26. We can deal 8 with our Angel of Destiny, which puts us to 34. And then we can deal the rest with the rest, right? So dealt with that guy, girl, Blade Master thing, that core, if you will. You can tell that their names are core, because have you ever seen a core warrior that didn't have like a freaking sturdy 6-pack? Because I haven't. I'll tell you now, sonny. Anyways, let's win this game, shall we? In the most fashionable way possible in Standard, right? With Angel of Destiny. Styling. I'm hoping. They might block. There might be some way out here for them. I didn't really check. I was just like, attack. They can kill my Angel of Destiny here, actually, can't they? Oh, freak. But Angel of Destiny has to attack in order to... Wow, they let it go through. They didn't even want to do the mental math of, like, can this happen? Why not at least block? Whatever. We win! Ha-ha! Mwaha! Still have the blocker there, and you come down. Bam! Yeah, I don't know what they were afraid of there, but hey, cool beans. Trance gonna be our next foe. You gonna put me in a trance? I would love to see that. This is a little interesting as we don't actually have any life gain with the Angel past the Bane Slayer, but we do have a good curve here, 2, 3, 5. I like it in all seriousness. I do like it. So I think we'll keep it. Luminarch, Angel. We can build the Angel. Then if it does get +2/+2, you know, hey, and it's already at a 4/4, then it becomes a 6/6, and it's a 3-mana 6/6 with flying. I'm not gonna, you know, be too apologetic about that one. I'm really worried, cause it's mono red. Pretty sure we're gonna see a Bone Crusher, and Luminarch's gonna be dead. No, a Rimrock Knight. Hey, that's good for us. It's good for us. You give me a turn, a little breathing room, if you will. Hopefully Luminarch can stay on the defensive here and not just immediately get smeared. You know, things happen. You move on. Going down to 13 life. What are we learning here today? Mono white midrange doesn't have as much life gain as just typical regular mono white. Now, if we can get to 5 life, or 5 mana, if we can somehow manage to live to 5 mana, I think Bane Slayer can... Oh! I think Bane Slayer can take over the game, but... Can we? Can we? Can we, though? We don't have any creatures. And they are dealing an excessive amount of damage here. That's always fun. Hey! Just in the nick of time. Hallelujah! Goodbye, Rimrock Knight. Now, as long as they don't hit an Embercleave here in the next few turns, I think we'll be alright, because Bane Slayer is pretty freaking powerful. Now, they get the 1 damage in, they get another Rimrock down. All that doesn't really matter to me, because we're going for the Bane Slayer. I'm a little worried that they might just have removal for it, but they only have 2 cards, right? My biggest concern is actually the Embercleave, because Bane Slayer has first strike. Torbran hurts. Does it kill us, though? That's the question. Does it kill us, though? So they'll deal 3 here. I don't think so. I don't think it kills us. Yeah. No. Ha ha ha! Take that, Torbran. Now we have 6 mana, which means Selfless is for certain coming down. Bane Slayer has to stay on the defensive. I think Heliod's for sure coming down. We don't have anything else to play, right? Oh, but we can give life gain to Selfless, which could actually make all the difference in the entire world. So, no attacks, in turn. I'm a little nervous, but I feel like we might be able to come back against a mono red deck that actually obliterated the hell out of us. Swing in, I bet you won't. Pansy. Oh, if that had been another land, that's an Amiria's Call. We're so close. Alright, but an Outlet's good. That's more life. That's another blocker. That's Heliod moved up to the board. But yeah, we gotta leave things as is. Just sort of leave it alone. Now, of course, if we sacrifice the Selfless, or we sacrifice the Outlet, or we lose the Selfless, or we lose the Outlet, Heliod's going to retract. Hey, they're playing a unit down, though. That means, I should say, that they don't have the Embercleave. Hallelujah. It's only a matter of time before they hit the Embercleave, or before they start swinging in ridiculously, right? My turn. Give me a land, give me a land, give me a land. Game, come on. Come on. I never asked for lands, and now that I am, you're like, no? You're telling me no? Alright. God, I want to attack with that Bane Slayer so bad. Do you understand? But we can't. That Bane Slayer literally turns off their Embercleave. First strike, NX Bane Slayer. It just takes it out. It actually just takes it out. Now their board's getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and eventually they're like, oh, I'm going to go around you. You just wait, Sonny. Because I'm sure they're calling me Sonny. Oh, yes! Yes! Oh, it's not a land. It's not a land, and I don't know that I can attack. It's combat damage to a player, so we would gain 10 life off of Bane Slayer attacking, which puts us to 15. Oh, man. Right? I think I have to. Angel of Destiny can still block anything that gets Embercleave minus Torbran, and not gonna lie, I don't think that they're gonna do that. So, we're gonna do this. Oh no, an Angel of Destiny. No, yeah. Oh, whoa, we still got this. We still got this. Angel of Destiny's now at 4/4 with Double Striker, so now on the next turn, it can attack, deal 8. Yeah. Goodbye, Trance. Goodbye, Mono Red. Mono White mid-range. Oh, baby. Drazak. Drazik, maybe? Sounds like 2 names kind of combined into one. Sand looks fine. We got some early game creatures and maybe some mid game potential there with the Maul. I like the Angelic Ascension, I will say that. Opponent looks like they're playing probably Selesnya counters. We'll have to see. Alright, bear with me. If they're just going to blindly send their unit, let's just take everything from them, right? Rob them blind while they can't build them up. Because our Daxos coming down, cool, whatever. Kazandu, alright. Do we take the Kazandu too? I think so. I mean, hell, they're down to 3 cards, right? Obliterate their hand. Leaves them with nothing. Another Stone Cool. You're just pulling these out your ass at this point. Alright, our Daxos, thanks to how many glass caskets we have, can actually defend this Stone Cool. So that's... well, then. They should get back the... oh no, they just take out my unit. Oh, it's just mono green. Gotcha. It's just mono green counters, sort of DPS, if you will. So we could exile their creature and just give them a 4/4. That's not too shabby, actually. Do that instant speed, but we can't do anything else if we do that, and then we're taking another 7. Alright, we need to do that, though, realistically. Alright, still stuck at 4. That's a little awkward. I think we get down to Angel. I know she's a little ways off, but put 1 Maul on her and she's fine. Ram through. You know, I hear these mono green decks do work very well off of 3 mana. It's strange how much they are like mono red. Alright, plan B, Luminarch, build yourself, and then we'll put Maul on you. Scavenging Ooze, something tells me we're in for a little bit of hurt here. We're going to go down to 5 life. Ooze, not a big deal. It exiling our stuff. We don't have any graveyard interaction. Legion Angel, that's pretty good, actually. I think we should do that. It spreads out our units instead of just putting all the weight on one's shoulders, so to speak. Their Ooze is a 3/3. I think we need to make our Luminarch a 3/3 as well. Even though they can build their Ooze up more, this sort of forces them to sink that mana into the Ooze if they want it to live rather than anything else. And I think they will. I think they'll be a good little puppet here and sink that mana. Because if we don't block the Ooze, then they do sink the mana. They take 2 of our units and they deal the 5 to our face. So we have to block here. They sink 1. Do they use a ram through? No. They just trade the 1 unit. Alright, well. Go Legion Angel army, I guess, while we hold our defenses here. Need another glass casket to come out of this deck. Am I right? Alright. Or we just needed for them to not have 10 million creatures and only 3 lands. How do you do that? How do you just draw your playables? Your removal? Are you running a 14 land deck as well, Drazak? Drazik? You freaking goon. They're about to drop a Great Hinge on me for 2 mana, I'll bet. I would be willing to bet. Hey, you don't actually do anything here, though. So I'll just keep playing these little stalls. Bane Slayer is a nice idea, but because it doesn't deal enough, it doesn't matter. We are dead very soon. Very, very soon. Told you. I doth toldeth you. Man, that's crazy draws, though. So I still think our deck held up pretty well here. Despite, yeah, these freaking goons. We almost got enough to have the Heliod come online. Oh, but it can't give itself life gain.